Good evening, people. Beautiful skies, eh? Today is the 3rd of April. It's a Wednesday. And today I would like to share with you, beautiful people, about why I chose this job as a delivery rider instead of other professional jobs. Like, for instance, I used to be a automotive mechanic or car technician, however you want to call it, grease monkey, pomen bapak engkau lah, pomen. So that's what I used to be. I studied 2 years in ITE, NITEC. I gained interest in the line of work because I was passionate about engines and mechanisms. So I decided to be a mechanic after I finished my national service. Turns out it's not what I thought it is. It was worse. Allow me to tell you a story about my experience being a mechanic. After I ORD from national service, after I served my 2 years to this filthy country, this piece of shit country, I was offered a job by my wife's brother-in-law. Back then she was just my girlfriend. He said that they were opening a new workshop and they need a mechanic. They asked me, what kind of vehicle are you into? What kind of vehicles do you like to work on? I said heavy vehicles. I like heavy vehicles. It's more challenging and it's fun. All the big, huge, heavy components, I enjoy doing it. And he said, oh, like that I cannot help you. But why not you try to become a supercar mechanic? I asked, but I don't even like supercars. I say, okay lah, I give it a try lah. And he told me, don't worry lah, it's not every day you'll be doing supercars. It's just every once in a while, because some of our customers have supercars. I say, okay, so what other cars do you have? They say Japanese cars, sometimes, most of the time is Continental cars. So I agreed. I demanded $1,700 for my monthly salary, but they said, what? How about you start off with $1,500 for the first 3 months. First 3 months, for probation period. After that, we review your performance, and then we'll give you an increment accordingly. According to what? I have no idea. Because if it's according to my performance, I perform well for the first 3 months. I was the first to reach every time. I was early, but no increment. No increment, no good job, not even well done. I was whining about it every day lah. They promised me an increment, blah 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 blah. Then my mom told me, sabar Epul, sabar, be patient. The Lord Almighty has a bigger plan for you, so you must be patient. So I waited, I was patient. Whatever shit they give me, whatever car they give me, I tried my best to go through with it and fix the car. Third week of work, they gave me a Ferrari California. I forgot which specific model was it. And tell you something, this workshop is a new workshop, and they had no mechanic at all, except for me. I'm a fresh grad and I just ORD, so I have no working experience other than 3 weeks of internship. Other than that, no experience. And suddenly I became the chief mechanic of a workshop that does supercars. What the flying fuck, right? I said, how the fuck am I supposed to know what to do to this car? I say, Google lah. We provide you one computer, one desktop over there. You Google lah. See how to fix. Google Okay, never mind. I try. Oh, can. Then they keep doing that to me again and again and again. And I say, cannot lah. You give me one. At least you give me one partner who is experienced, who can do all this complicated stuff, at the same time can pass down his knowledge to me, so that can improve me lah. I say okay. We are looking for another senior mechanic for you lah. Sekali kena this senior mechanic because he has been working as a senior mechanic, as a mechanic for 10 years. And when he came in, just because I've been working there for a few months before him, the manager go and tell him, hey brother, I know you very experienced, but this guy is your senior here, so he is your supervisor. Walao, that guy straight away snap us. He looked at me funny. He even introduced himself with a line that I have no idea why he told me that the first time. I was happy working there, but I was happy working with engines and cars lah, basically. He, as a stranger to me, can simply just tell me, bro, if you are not happy at a workplace, you should just leave, don't hold back. What the fuck are you trying to tell me? Then as days go by, I start to realize that he will do things to show the manager that he is more knowledgeable than me, and I'm a useless piece of shit who don't know how to do things. Like for example, there's a very complicated job that needs to be done, and we have to work together. He will work together with me, but the easy part he will do. Then the very frustrating parts, like places where you have to squeeze your hand through a tight space, he will say, hey Saiful, you do that lah. I say, wow, you clever You ask me to do the difficult stuff. Ya lah, you want to learn what? Wah, he use reverse psychology on me, you know. This cibai. Okay, it's okay. I was very patient back then. Then he do it again and again and again until I was doing the difficult part, and it was almost done. The manager walks down the stairs towards the workshop. He saw the manager approaching, and what he did was he body contact me to the side, and he act like he was the one doing it all along. And when the job was done, he's like, see Saiful, so easy also you cannot do. That one I really my wire snapped, man. I wanted to throw a sledgehammer on his face, but the problem is the workshop don't have any. So after months and months of enduring the attitude, the actions of that piece of shit, the problem with him was he was over friendly at some point. So when he was over friendly, he will tell things that he's not supposed to tell. And I found out that he was working for another workshop, moonlighting. He was showing off that he can earn $3,000 in one night for overhauling a transmission. That was his mistake lah. He told me, so I told the manager. there was two manager. One of it is my wife's brother-in-law. One of it is a Chinese guy. So I reported him. Say, hey, he told me this, you better check it out. So he was fired, and they held a meeting to act sad about it lah. Then he said, Saiful, I have bad news for you, Rizal left us already. I said, good. Then he said, no, you cannot say that. Why not? She's been trying to get me kicked out. As an employer, I have to be professional. Say professional my ass lah. She tries to get me kicked out. She tries to make me lose my job. And now you're trying to be professional. Okay, never mind. And then months go by. After a few months, my wife's auntie passed away. And then one of my manager is her brother-in-law, right? So it's considered like both our aunties lah. It was about 11 a.m. He pulled me off from work. He said, hey, I give you time off lah. We go to the funeral. He said, time off you don't minus anything from me. He said, yeah. Then okay, fine. I go to the funeral and took the rest of the day off. Then a few months after that, the last grandparent that I have, which is my grandfather on my mom's side, he passed away. So I told my manager, the other manager, said, hey, my grandpa passed away. I want to go to the funeral. He said, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I asked him, I have to go now lah. If you have any papers for me to sign for the compassionate leave, then you call me up tomorrow lah. I will come out to the office and sign the papers. He said, yeah, sure. By saying that, it means by saying that means he is telling me I can use compassionate leave, right? I was wrong. A few weeks after that, I approached him to check on how many days of annual leave I have left, because from what I know I have 7, and I want to use all the 7 in one shot for a trip to Phuket with my girlfriend. Back then she was my girlfriend. Then he told me, he checked and he told me, hey Saiful, you only have 6 days. So I came out to the office and he told me, hey Saiful, you only have 6 days. You only have 6 days of annual leave. So I asked him, how come? From what I remember, you told me I have 7 days, When did I use another one? He said, yeah, at that time you take 1 day annual leave to attend your cousin's wedding. I said, okay. Then another one, your grandfather's funeral that time. I asked him, how come? How come grandfather funeral use annual leave? So he told me, yeah, according to the MOM law, grandparent is not what they call it, immediate family. Therefore, you cannot use your compassionate leave for your grandfather. It's only for parents, parents-in-law, siblings-in-law, or your spouse, your wife or your husband. Like that means it's biased, Just because the other manager is the other time where there's a funeral, they didn't minus because my wife's brother-in-law is a manager there. That's bullshit. I did not like my job after that because I'm a mechanic. My hands are dirty, and the shop has 2 units. One is the workshop, the other one is for grooming. So he told me that hey Saiful, if grooming side got work to do, please help out, make yourself useful lah. If your side got nothing to do and grooming side is busy, help wash the car lah, or wax also can. During the few months period, we managed to save up, I think about $30 worth of tips from the customers. And isn't that for me and my colleague who wash the cars together? Actually, most of the time I help him wash the car lah. So we are always doing it together. Then if I need some extra hand at my side, she will come and help me do the heavy lifting while I do the technical stuff. Kanina, they take the credit lah. They say, hey, this one tips all we go buy a whole carton of drinks, then we put inside the mini fridge, then we share the drinks evenly. Nah wait, cibai, I wash, you drink. Kanina. Okay, never mind. I was still very patient. And then a few months passed. I think it was the 8th month of work. I worked for 8 months already. Then it was, oh no, it was 5 or 6 months. Then it was December. And December means bonus. So all the other workshops, I start to make friends already around the workshops. Everyone hoo-ha about their bonus. They say, hey, usually my company 2 months bonus, my company 3 months bonus. So I just wait patiently because it's a new workshop. Even if the other workshops were also new, like prorated new, meaning not even 1 year old, they also have 2 months bonus. You imagine? So I asked my managers, both the managers, I say, hey, how? I do so many cars already, alone some more. Got bonus or not? Say, we have to wait for the boss to answer to that. We will ask him for you. So they did, but they didn't relay the message to me. And it was January. Suddenly it was January. I still pestering them. Hey, how? No, still no bonus. Not prorated also. At least complete 1 year, give bonus. They say, boss say company never make money. Nah, wait, if any of you ever work at a workshop before, then you all should know how they rip off customers' money, especially Continental cars and supercars. Even if they only change one O-ring or one gasket or one bolt or one nut, just because of the brand of the vehicle, they overcharge you by, I think, around 10 times sometimes. Actually most of the time 10 times. I will tell you that story when I have more time. And then a few months passed. I think that's the 10th month. That was the last month that I worked there. My boss just bought a new car. He was driving a BMW M3. Then he wanted to move on to a bigger engine, so he bought a McLaren MP4 12C. Awesome car to drive, not good at all to work on. It was a piece of shit. So much body panel, so many different type of screws. Like some of it is the top screw, some of it is normal bolts, some of it is Allen wrench bolts. Very complicated and very delicate. So he bought the car and he didn't like the color. He likes the color, but he wants to modify a bit of the looks. He wants to change some of the panels to carbon fiber coating. Carbon fiber looks, I'm not sure if he actually changed it to carbon fiber or not. Wait, I think it's already carbon fiber, but he wanted it to look raw carbon fiber. And so I told my manager, hey brother, this is $1 million car, you know. I'm still considered a fresh grad, not even 1 year experience, not even a supercar specialist to guide me while I do all this. You better outsource this car. Don't give this shit to me. I cannot do it. I am not up for it. My standard is not even there yet. I say, no, this is your opportunity to impress the boss. You must show that you push your limits. Kanina. I opened the panels, got one scratch on it, one tiny scratch on that shit car. Then he get pissed off at me. So before he said anything, you know, I opened my mouth first. I was standing next to him, next to the other manager, my wife's brother-in-law. Both staring at, all three of us staring at the car, folding our arms. Then he was about to say something. He took a deep breath. Then I interfere. I say, I will not say sorry. Then he give me the look like, what the fuck? Why the fuck not? Then I go ahead and explain myself. I say, I told you already what, I don't dare to touch this car. My level, my knowledge and skills is not even there yet. But you ask me to push my limit, right? You push. Kena scratch lah. Stupid, right? Very good. So he got pissed off. Then the following day, my colleague, the groomer, he was on medical leave. Then my wife's brother-in-law went out to fetch a customer's car to drive it in for me to fix. And that McLaren was like half naked. Here, some of the pictures. It was stripped down to the frame and left with only me and the other manager in the workshop. So I was happily doing my work, minding my own business. Suddenly he walked down. He came down from his office to the workshop, and he confronted me. He started with like, Saiful, you cannot do this, you know. The least you can do is apologize. I just put down my wrenches, everything, and I say, hey, hello. If you tell your children, don't run around, you will fall down. If you fall down, I won't help you. I'll just leave you and let you cry. So are you going to go against your word? You already warned them, right? You are not going to say sorry, right? So I refused to say sorry. And that pissed him off. Oh, dead end. I thought can go one round. Okay, because no one was around. My colleague was on medical leave, and my wife's brother-in-law was out fetching customer's car. So that leaves us with me and him. Well, he think I powerless. Then usually for the whole 10 months they will happily like Saiful, take care of the workshop. I go out for lunch. And they will scold me if I sit outside the workshop, just outside the door, smoking. Say, no, people can go in from the back door and take the stuff, you know. People can even steal the car. I asked him, who the fuck will do that? You paid thousands and thousands of dollars to install CCTV, to make it connected by Wi-Fi, so that the boss can see from his office and you can see from the second floor, which is pointless because from second floor you can see everything already, what? And then you still ask me to stare at the car face to face to make sure no one steals the car. Hello, you think I what, dog ah? Guard dog is it? That's what he always do ah. So after realizing that he is not going to win the argument, because of course I remember I told him I don't want to touch this car, but he insisted. What he did was he start his car. When I know that he was going to our boss office our boss's office is at Tanjong Pagar there. He have his own stuff going on there. And the moment he start his car, first thing came into my mind, Kanina, I am not your guard dog, alright? So what do you think will make me stay here? I am no longer interested in this job because you treat me like shit, you give me shit pay, and then you don't even respect me when I decide something. When I wasn't able to do something, you push me and then blame me when it went wrong. So I had enough of that shit. I opened my locker. Back then I had a Pizza Hut delivery box. It's fucking big, you know. You can fit like I think the most I ever fit was 15 large Pizza Hut pizza 15 large pizzas. Oh, I tell you I clean up my locker. I clean up my locker. The McLaren was already naked, lying on the hoist, the car hoist. So I just happily pack my stuff, put inside the box, start my bike, move off. I did not close the shutter, I did not lock the door. So it's $1 million car lying there with the key in the office, which has a door that can be broken by a 13-year-old boy who can kick well enough. That much security with that much assets inside the workshop. I just left. And with about how much was it? How much did they tell me? Oh, $13,000 worth of tools and special tools and computer. So the more reason I have to leave the shop like that, right? And that's what I did. And from there I start to realize that's not the job that I want. I don't want to have anyone bossing me around. I do not want anyone to control the speed of my work. The reason why I work at a certain speed is always because of something lah. Like for me, when I'm doing deliveries, it's usually because I want to deliver safely. I value my life. But for cars, fixing engine problems, it requires the brain to be clear and focused. Not every 5 minutes your manager come to you, hey, how long more? Kanina, I haven't even opened the engine, you ask me how long already. How I know? I haven't even see the problem yet. You already ask me, hey, how long more? Customer asking. Customer ask, you quote lah. You say haven't even checked. We must see the problem first, then we can quote the customer how long is the repair. About ripping off customers money, I will tell that story another time. So that's how I left my job, my profession, my passion, and became a delivery rider. Why I'm happy as a delivery rider? Because this job, you work at your own pace. Okay lah, if like Grab, they can rate you lah if you are slow. I can wear whatever I want. I can ride my bike, which I enjoy the most. I love riding my bike. I love feeling the freedom of the road. And it pays me twice, double the amount of money that the workshop paid me for working less hours. See? So, and a lot of people still don't understand how good is this job, and they still frown upon this job lah. They say not safe lah, you're always on the road lah, you all never dress up nicely. Who cares? As long as your pocket is filled, who gives a shit what others say? So now I'm happy with my job. I have yet to find another job that pays me as well as this job, and at the same time provide me CPF. If I have, then maybe I should try it out. But for now, this is the best job I ever had. So that's all I have for this long story about why I left my professional job for a job like delivering food. As simple as this, delivering food. That's all I do. It's not really an interesting job. It's a simple job. Even uncles who are at the age of maybe 60 plus, 70, they can also do this job. There are some riders who are that old, you know, and they are bored at home, so they have a bike. Some even just work with their bicycle at that age. It's just simple, you know. It's good exercise. You get some sunlight on your skin, which is good vitamin. So for any of you out there who have family members who thinks that their job as a manager, as a supervisor, as a technician is so awesome, right? Not really. Yes, their life is interesting, but they are not their own boss. That's the best part of this job, man. You are your own boss. How much you work is how much you earn. And I like that. Because riding is my hobby. So technically I am doing what I enjoy every day, and I'm getting paid doing that. Isn't that awesome? That's just great. Okay, that's all I have for now. If I have any other things to lecture about, to just blabber around, I will upload another video. See you next time on the next video. Bye bye.